Hello Gemini, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for November. So let's see what's coming in. We are in Scorpio season, moving into Sagittarius season, your opposite sign. Let's see what's coming in. Nine of Crystals, security and abundance. Like this little spider, you might need to be weaving together these energies of security and abundance. I feel like, yeah, you might even want to just make sure there's a lot of things that are secure in your world, quite literally, whether it's like home security or whether you're just checking in on finances or checking in on relationships. I feel like this sense of wanting to create this sense of security and stability is really, really important. But I feel like there's this mastery with the little spider of weaving all these energies together to, even if you're making this a secure place for somebody else as well. So yeah, it's beautiful energy to come through for you. This is the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Crystals. So it does speak of rewards for hard work, but it has a process around it, like the master weaver of the spider. It's like this mastery that's come in. So it may be that you've mastered something and starting to reap the rewards and benefits of that as well is coming in. So what's shifting and changing for Gemini? Let's see, we have Sword 7, Venus, Aquarius. So speaking of Aquarius, Pluto, your fellow air sign, it's Pluto, not your fellow air sign, is moving into Aquarius, your fellow air sign. Pluto is the planet of transformation, birth, death, rebirth. So stepping into your power is moving into Aquarius, which is going to make a really nice trine to Gemini energy. So you might be feeling more powerful in certain aspects of your life. So this Venus Aquarius energy is coming in Sword 7, which feels like there's just one thing in particular, like everything comes to this certain point, and it's like one thing in your life or one person in your life you really need to kind of work on. You're working on this and trying to make it stable in some way or create this sense of security around it for some way. So yeah, I feel like there's like this really particular area with that Sword 7 Venus Aquarius. So let's see what else is coming in for you, Gemini. So Gemini, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you the fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Gemini. Just take what feels right, leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, you'd like to explore it further, there is an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. So I get a lot of crown chakra and third eye chakra coming in here for you, Gemini. So yeah, you might be working quite intuitively with this situation. It might be one of those things that sort of like, you know, the right thing to be doing. So Three of Cups crossed by the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, like that's the feeling I'm getting, is that you might know what's best for somebody else. They might not know. So yeah, I feel like it's a interesting situation coming in. Let's see what we've got. We want the clarity of the Ace of Swords. We've got new steps coming in, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands. Let's make a bit of room here. And Seven of Swords again. Okay, so with these sevens, the other thing that's coming in is that we do have a Mercury retrograde happening in the sign of Sagittarius, so your opposite sign. So there's a lot of this kind of energy I'm seeing in the reading here, because you're rethinking a lot of stuff, you're working out, and it's in your opposite sign, so it's presenting potentially challenges around, okay, how am I perceiving this person? Even maybe what are they thinking? What are they thinking? They're thinking something so different to me, or what's going on inside of their mind? And then it's like, how do I work with that or understand that and create balance in my world based on that? It's sort of like you're going in and really trying to get inside somebody's head here, or trying to make sense of a situation and work out what's best, not only for you, but for someone else, because they may not be sharing how they're feeling here with the King of Cups crossing the Three of Cups. Because here's the Three of Cups. This is about emotional connections to friends, people, family, groups of people. And this Three of Cups is, you know, wanting to feel really connected, but crossed by the King of Cups. This also can be if you're dealing with somebody who maybe dealing with drinking in some way. That's something that could come through with the Three of Cups crossed by the King of Cups. And it's almost like this person, you're like on alert for whether they're going to go back into some kind of behavior that, you know, that may not be the best for them, because I feel like they can't help themselves. They can fall into this sort of deep well or this pit of emotions, and it's like they can't necessarily pull themselves out of it. So it feels a little bit like, I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly that, but it feels like there's someone that just kind of can't help themselves for whatever reason. And it could end up being quite an emotionally intense situation where it's like somebody doesn't have mastery over their emotions or their emotional responses or their emotional outbreaks, and it's affecting a group. It's affecting everybody else in the group. Everybody else is feeling it as well. So I feel like it's like you're rethinking how to manage this or these group dynamics, or it's like I just want to try and understand what I can do that's going to be the best thing for not only this person, but for the people that are being affected as well. So in your conscious mind, we've got this Page of Pentacles, and this is where it's like, I've got an idea. I'll come up with an idea, a plan. And it may be that the answer is something quite simple, actually. It could be simpler than you think. It could be something quite practical. It could be something that gets them back in their body or grounds them in some way. So I feel like that's something that could come through. At the base, we've got this Seven of Pentacles. So how do you enact this plan? You've got this idea, you've got this seed that you want to plant here, and then it's like, how do I actually go about doing that? What's the best way to approach this person or this group of people so that I can see the tangible results for my efforts and to get the best result? So you might be reassessing, you know, it could be things like living situations, how money's working, how, it's very much in the material realm. So it's the element of Pentacles. So it could be like schedules and daily routines or things like that, stuff like that, or who's doing what job. It could be things like that. In the recent past, we have the Sun card. So, and it's right next to the Ten of Cups, two cards of happiness next to each other as well. So that's nice. It's like there's something in the past that has brought happiness, or at least clarity around what makes you happy. And then here you are dealing with this situation, which is a little bit more complicated. So emotionally, there's all these layers here, complex layers going on. In the near future, we've got this Eight of Swords, and this is potentially frustrations and conflict coming up, because I feel like it's almost like you need to break free of someone needs to break free of limited forms of thinking or a belief system here. So you're probably reassessing, working with somebody's belief system. The ideas that you've got will need to move forward. And if you're up against something like somebody's not wanting to do it, they're not wanting to listen, or they're not wanting to buy into it in some way, then you're going to come up against conflict and frustrations with this Eight of Swords. But that just is showing you that there's something that really wants to move forward. It's like mentally you're ready to transform and move forward, or want to transform the situation, and it's just not. You might come up against this, these two sevens are blocking it, going, well, we need to reassess the plan or the approach in some way, potentially, to break through to the Eight. You're turning up as this Queen of Cups. This is Queen of Pentacles. This is a very caring and nurturing energy, a little bit like that Nine of Crystals, which is the Nine of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is very much like the home queen. She likes to nurture stability and prosperity. But in this case, I feel like she's ambitious. She's got something she's seeding here that she wants to build and grow. She wants it to have a really positive effect in her world. So, it doesn't have to necessarily be only about relationships. There's a bit of work stuff and money stuff coming in here around that as well, because she is the Capricorn Queen after all. But it is very much a sense that feeling like there is this, it's like a nurturing energy. You've got this seed of this idea that could be very practical or grounded, that really helps out a situation, and you're the one nurturing it because you're the Queen of Pentacles. And interestingly, the Queen of Pentacles is the antidote to the devil, and it's about nurturing things in the material realm, bringing stability around when it comes to health or fitness or body, and urges that might come in around that if somebody is struggling with things like drinking or stuff like that, or, you know, whatever, if there's managing resources and there's issues around that, then it's like you're still working through this. And the antidote to the devil is where somebody can fall into that pit, into that hole, into some kind of negative habit, or feel really bound, or feel really stuck, or feel really fearful or negative in some way. And it's like trying to work out how not to do that. Whether this is you, I feel like you're working with somebody else rather than you, but it could be a pattern of yours as well. Energy surrounding you is the Ten of Cups. So there is, you know, despite all of this, there's actually happiness there. There's some good feelings there. So that's why it's like I really want to invest my time, effort, and energy with this, because I want it to be feeling better. I really value these people, or this dynamic, or this situation or experience in my life, and there is the sense that it could potentially make me happy. It's got those energies around it. Perhaps they are the people that you want to make you happy. And so hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Swords, and this is the sword of truth and clarity. This is putting your idea into action, gaining a new perspective. So whoever's this Eight of Swords with the blindfolds on, you're kind of wanting them to gain a new perspective, or to see the clarity and see something clearly. The only thing I would say with the fear around it would be that sometimes the truth hurts with the Ace of Swords. Sometimes words can be too harsh. So it really is about finding that right level of communication, so that the way you're presenting this is going to be bought, I guess, or well received. So we have as an outcome, oh, everything's falling apart. We don't want that. The Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So these two sevens would suggest you're reassessing your plans, the action that you're taking, and maybe there is, you know, trying something new, going down a new path. So it's a very Mercury retrograde type energy here. But trying out something new. Somebody might be defensive. Somebody might have things going on behind the scenes that they're not necessarily telling you, or not sharing everything as much as they would like. You might have to be discerning, but nonetheless, it's like I'm reassessing the way I'm doing things, wanting to put some challenges behind, put some of the challenges behind this dynamic, and to be able to move forward with some new plans. So assessing how to take those initial steps, how to keep a really close relationship with this person, because it feels like there's a closeness of spirit that wants to come in. And there's also like a partnership energy here that you're wanting to defend and work with, and keep perhaps you're protective of this person as well, or protective of the friendship, or protective of the relationship, protective of the group, whatever it is. There's something or someone you're protective of, and trying to reassess the best way to move forward here. So we have as an overall energy the Five of Swords, which suggests that there is a little bit of conflict around this, or there could be some internal conflict, or there could have been some fights or quarrels or something around this. Perhaps somebody's acted in a way that's caused a bit of drama, or says things and then it's like, whoa, okay, you just dropped a bomb by saying that. But yeah, I still get there's someone around you that is vulnerable or can't help themselves. It's sort of this energy of there's something they're not seeing, or they can't see about their behavior that's having an impact, and you're able to kind of see that, and see that also you can help. So let's pull an affirmation card for you. So let's see, that fell out. Okay, of course it's about your thoughts. Every thought I think is creating my future. The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choices about what I think. I choose balance, harmony, and peace, and I express it in my life. And that seems to be exactly what this beautiful Queen of Pentacles, who is you, is wanting to do. Bring this peace, harmony, express it in your life, bring it, ground it down into your reality. So yeah, it's a beautiful energy. Let's pull. So if this is you and you're not actually dealing with somebody else, maybe it's just an energy you want to bring in for yourself, then it's understanding the power of your thoughts, because Pluto moving into Aquarius is very powerful thoughts and belief systems, and working out how you can use that to create something beautiful, to weave together this sense of stability, security, and abundance in your world and the group dynamics around you. So let's pull a charm. I think we've got two. We have, interesting, Aquarius just got the inner child as well. And we have elephant. So I feel like this little child, even though it's got a baseball hat on, is about to go on a big adventure. It's like, imagine this child's about to go on an adventure where there's going to be elephants, maybe going on an African safari of some sort. It's just kind of this big imaginative adventure. But ultimately, inner child is guiding you to take some big steps towards abundance. That's what this elephant is doing. And it may be that someone around you is acting quite childishly. That can also be it as well. But either way, this energy is this elephant are these steps towards abundance and celebrating abundance in your life. So that's your reading, Gemini. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to pull an inner child card. I have this beautiful new inner child deck, so I'm going to pull a card for what this is about, this little inner child energy. But I just feel like, okay, don't be afraid to dream a little. It's like go into that realm of imagination and become a bit visionary with what it is that you believe as well. But we have a sense that there's a major reassessment of plans, the way things are going, maybe getting quite defensive of a partnership or a relationship, or protective of somebody in your life, and weaving together, creating security, feeling like the words are powerful. So I feel like you're at this reassessment stage. You're about to move into the next step. So where is this all going to go? Like I said, the elephant suggests they're big steps, and steps that could have, we might be dealing with memories from a long time ago, or steps that could be memorable in some way. But that's what we're dealing with. So we're going to explore all of that in the extended reading. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Usually pin the link to the comments as well. And please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Gemini, love to read your comments. Also check out my other offerings. I have readings, I have healings. So check all that stuff out. The link for that is also in the description box below, and take care.